They don't have a centralized data network. This is my crazy story. And this is, you can't find any of this on a file card, so you guys are getting a treat. So the Data Viper is actually the keeper of all the intelligence. GI Joe tries to get the Data Viper, they just upload everything to their drone. Another Data Viper takes it from that drone, they kill that Data Viper, GI Joe's got nothing. So the Data Vipers are a moving network. It's like the you know, the award show when they start playing the music. I think that's what's happening. So yeah, Data Viper's cool. Ultimate Roadblock, great movie accurate. So we had the ability here to create a really cool trooper, but we included a second head in there that was based off of Larry Hamid's run of the Blue Ninja. So if you, for those of you who read Hamid's series, so it does sort of tie together. You imagine that these guys are not only the cool commanders you saw in Retaliation, but also have the ability to do cool ninja stuff. Ultimate Duke, great figure, great chanting likeness this time around, but also, again, a second head that allows you to troop build this guy, and enough guns so you can start your own small army. And he comes with a drone. This guy. Ultimate Snake Eyes. This is a version, a nice 30th anniversary style update to the Snake Eyes with Wolf version. Which I think to a lot of kids that growing up in the 80s, this was Snake Eyes. The Snake Eyes in a nice tight outfit with the wolf. This is the cartoons of Snake Eyes. And then last but not least, we have the Ultimate Firefly. Ultimate Firefly's a cool figure in and of itself. One of the coolest things about this thing is it comes with that mini his tank that has been elusive to the collectors for a long time. But if you stop by the display case, it's definitely that awesome drone his tank, which is a cool thing to army build on and of itself.
Okay, so that's it for the new figures this year, and obviously we put new on the left side because we already had announced previously the other five. Can I go to the next slide, please? Oh yeah, that's still left over. So, kind of forget this is like a greatest hits mix, but whatever comes beyond Wave 3.
Actually, Daryl, some fans pointed out to me today that some of these figures actually haven't made it out to mainline launch. So good thing this slide is in here because this is what we were planning for Wave 4. There's an opportunity here to put out some figures that maybe didn't make it out in huge numbers like that. Yeah, like that that really cool. It says Red Cobra Trooper, but it's Alley Viper is what it says on the package. It was Red Cobra Trooper. It was like the working title for a long time. It's like, hey, let's give him an Alley Viper head, make him an Alley Viper. It's cooler. And then that Night Viper, which is just fantastic. Really cool, very accurate 30th anniversary of that guy, along with some cool characters like the Yellow Jinx, which is, as you guys saw, pretty cool.
So we're as the year goes, and the good news is, the Joe Toys, Retaliation Toys are doing very well. That's why we were able to get that Wave 3 released. So as we go through the year, we anticipate if it continues, we'll be able to release these guys and get them out in greater quantities. Next. Okay. When we get to our 3-packs, everyone knows this first one. Okay, next slide, thanks. Okay.
So you guys have
can you go back to that one slide?
What's that one? Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the invasion?
Yeah, briefly on these guys. You've seen them before. A lot of you probably already have them. These are a great way for you to. The real gem here, in my opinion, is the Cobra Invasion team, which has a nice paratrooper for your kid if you play in the backyard. I know I do that with my kids, and then this incredible 30th anniversary Firefly, which is was fun to design, and it's got little explosives that you can attach to vehicles because it has a compatible port that allows you to attach to things.
Before we leave this slide, we don't have a slide in here for what we call the dollar store figures, but there's been a ton of questions about what's happening with the Wave 1 and the Wave 2 of those dollar store figures. So as everybody knows, Wave 1 primarily went to Dollar General, and at first they were very hard to find, but they are being resupplied. So I'm hearing a lot of good stories from folks who've been able to find them and get those okay. They've also gone to some other stores as well. So hearing you and how difficult it was to find, and I shared the story last year about how I can't find these things in Rhode Island. We don't have Dollar Generals, and inside Hasbro, some of these exclusives actually can be very hard to come by too, because it's a little bit of a different process for the development of these. Anyway, we've got more distribution, and Wave 2 is actually, people are telling me they're showing up at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, as well as online retailers are soliciting these figures. And I'm sorry I don't have a picture. I'm talking about the single-carded, fairly inexpensive Joe and Cobra figures. We've got them down at the case. We'll show you what they are in case this is the first time you've heard of, the Dollar General, the dollar store figures. Okay, next slide. We'll quickly go through the vehicles. We'll show Alpha, Bravo, and Delta. That's pretty much what is out at retail now.
Yeah, Night Landing Graph. We debuted this last year, but this is a great Toyfare. Yeah, it's a fantastic little vehicle. It comes with a weapons case. The weapons that are in the display case are actually not exactly 100% accurate, but they're it's a great cache of weapons. It even comes with low lights, a little spotting scope is in there. So it's not just weapons, it's sort of like a gear kit that you can outfit your Cobras or GI Joes with.
There was actually a change on the figure itself, right?
Yeah, halfway through the line, we ended up, it's a Cobra item, so it has a Cobra, supposed to have a Cobra logo on it. The factory didn't have the Cobra logo on like half of them, so there will be half without the Cobra logo and half with the Cobra logo.
So this will be out in the fall sometime. We don't have an exact date, but sometime August or hopefully not too long after that. All right, next slide, please. Bravo vehicles are already out. Everybody knows. I mean, there are some questions, so we know we've anticipated some of these things. Why isn't the Fangboat? Why doesn't the Fangboat match exactly what was in the movie? And I think John, you've got just a story about how the development goes on movies, right?
Yeah, it's to keep it really light. The movie timing and toy development timing are running in parallel. So it takes the studio. They're on a completely different timeline than us. So what we ended up doing was we found out they're doing a boat. We have like a sketch of their boat, but our tool start date is like a month away. So I had to hustle out this design and what's available. Well, we could use the water moccasin, use some tooling there, and just rush that through. This is a great example of then later on we found out how amazing that boat is, but it was like well after our thing was already tooled and packaging was done and everything like that. And then so you think you see the same thing with the Wave 1 figures. Like we didn't know what the characters were going to look like at the time, so we made our best educated concept guess and tried to really capture what the essence of the character was. So with the vehicle, we're trying to capture the essence of the vehicle.
And that's really why I emphasize, hopefully for the next movie we can work, with Paramount further in advance to really plan out the line. Because by the time GI Joe was officially greenlit, like John said, we were creating designs and putting them into production at the same time. Fingers crossed that that's what was going to go in the movie. And they surprised us. They added the water scene late. I think the Cobra helicopter came after our tooling star, which is a really cool vehicle. And another one, the Snake Eyes ice rail that he takes up the mountain for the rescue of Storm Shadow. Sorry if you haven't seen the film; these are spoilers, right? The whole thing is a bunch of spoilers. But so that Snake Eyes vehicle did not exist at all at the time we were developing the line until months later into production. So that was like one of the last things to design. So there's no way for us to actually do that. The line was baked, it was done, it was basically in production. And the whole thing gets delayed 9 months. So in hindsight, we've been living with this for so long, but at the same time frustrated because we knew we weren't going to have a perfect match. But it is what it is. It's got a great movie. All right, next slide. It's just the Bravo vehicles which are out, and one of the things.